The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Straight ahead, Walker. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And Walker once more. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Stevenson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And just shutting him off there. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Operating from the gun, Stevenson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays.
Oh, heavy Lion pressure here. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's a 2nd and 8. The tight end in motion right. To the air goes Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Walker now at 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
17-0 our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Reload.
Here's Walker. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, this has not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Working out of the gun. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Daniels. And incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Over the middle, complete. That's Walton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action. Daniels eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Daniels. That is caught. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
Defense.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Got his man. It's Warren. Well, he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Stevenson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. It's Curtis, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Chaney. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Stevenson.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They're going right back to Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
20! And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. It's Walton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Daniels escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warren. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They run again with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Stevenson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Warren. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the completion good for 7 there, and now we've got a 3rd and 3, and quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That's another Eagle first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the give, it's Walker. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Alert! Alert!
On 1st down, Groves. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And fighting down inside the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Lions down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road in the playoffs as they've got it with a 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Looking to throw. Daniels. St. Brown on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a good read there, partner. He sent everyone deep and got them to follow. And that opened up the gap in the middle of the field. He ended up picking up good yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card.